Hello, Sebastian. This is just some quick commentary that should help you improve the contextual research assignment. Okay, so I'm just looking at your website, and I'm really just commenting on that first part of it, the contextual report. So, formal research into other works to include literature, television, music, film, and art. All included sources will be displayed using the Harvard Reference System. Now, you've previously mentioned that writing is your strong point, so I'm expecting to see some great stuff from your work, essentially. Okay. So let's see what we've got. So far we've got a list of videos that you've provided that all fit within a surreal context. But do you mention these in your work? Because simply leaving a link without any sort of commentary is not. I mean, it's something that I'm more than likely just going to just ignore because you haven't actually given your own thoughts on it. Just bear that in mind. Just think about that at the end of the day, because if I was to say to someone, "Oh, I want you to do some research into fashion," and then they just give me a big pile of Vogue magazines to read, it's like, well, you haven't done the work. It's you that needs to go through these magazines and like give me the information that you find interesting. Yeah. So just bear that in mind when you're like putting videos and stuff. You need to be able to pinpoint elements that you want to talk about within these. Otherwise, there's no point just putting them on there. Okay. So just bear that in mind in future. Okay. So you were asked to create a Harvard referencing system. And to a certain extent, you have been able to complete somewhat what has been asked of you. There's a few books here that have been using the Harvard reference system. I've got to ask, are you using Cite This For Me? Because it makes it super easy. It should look like this then. You've got the authors, you've got the date of publication, the year of publication even. You've got the name of the book, and then publisher and location of the publisher. Get rid of that. Okay, so if I look at yours, what we've got, Darley, but yeah, it's in a wrong order, so it's not the Harvard referencing system that you're putting forward. Also, websites themselves, they can be referenced using the Harvard referencing system. So again, if you were to pay attention to what I was saying, that would be made, clear to you. Okay. Again, you've got in-text citations, which is good. It's better than a lot of other students have given me, but at the end of the day, it's not the Harvard referencing system. It's something that more represents the Wikipedia system of referencing. Okay, so you should have say for example, your first one, Dali by Gilles Niret of 2002. That should be, who cares? It should be here. It should be Neret, or however you say it, with a comma, 2002 in brackets. Okay, so just bear that in mind. It's not being done correctly, so it's difficult for me to refer to your work and think what is yours and what is someone else's, etc., etc. Okay. Obviously, the writing is great. Okay. The only slight bit of creative criticism I would give is to think about the way in which your work will be influenced by the context that you're looking at. Okay, and I don't necessarily know if there's a link there. Is the research being used to inform your own ideas, and if so, how? Okay, it'd be good to see how you get on when you go to make the film, and if you can actually make that connection in the essay, the ending essay. Okay, but either way, the work looks great. You're a great writer. I particularly like the way in which you are writing. It is what's the word? Unique, and your own voice comes through. It's not just surrealism is da da da. Moving on, surrealism is that. There is, it's slightly abstract, but not in the logistics of making something visually unidentifiable. There are many assets to surrealism. It is regular or standard, properties put together in ways that are not necessarily seen in real time. It's like you're actually speaking as you're writing, so your own unique voice is coming through there. Okay, so well done. Otherwise, think about how it can be linked, and don't just leave things like this. Yeah, because it's all very well and good, but there's nothing to attach to it. Also, these all need references as well. Yeah. Anyway, well done for the work that you've produced.